combination we're going to go through now is a jab, cross, step off, lead leg, inside sweep, just to upset your partner, your opponent, so it keeps them off balance so you can actually throw your strikes without getting hit. Now, today we've got Joe Drew here to help me. So, Joe, if you just face me, please. Okay, so Joe's going to be in an orthodox stance or southpaw stance. He's going to have his knees bent nice and wide, so he wants to be more in a conventional boxing stance. So every time I come into range, he wants to offload with punches. Now, I don't want to meet him and get drawn into that because boxing is one of his strengths, okay? So I want to be able to pick him off, move around, and not get caught, okay? So all we're going to do is going to step in, half step with a jab. I'm going to do a right cross. Now, I throw these from slightly too far away. If I throw them in range, then Joe's going to throw 2 shots back, and I'm going to get caught. Now, I don't want to get hit with his punches because I know that's his strengths. So I'm going to step in, half step in, I'll throw a jab, a little bit too far away, a cross, again, from a little bit too far away, okay? Now, this makes him bring his gloves up to defend, or he might even throw a counter, but it won't matter because I'm not going to be there. Once I've thrown this cross, I'm going to do a diagonal step out to my right side. From here, my left leg, I'm going to keep my toes scraping the floor, and I'm going to sweep the inside of his foot here. When I sweep the inside of his foot, it's going to be boot to boot, and I'm just going to give it a little pull across to offsettle him, keep him off balance, so I can come back in with a right cross. So again, these shots are not to hit your opponent, okay? So it's a half step in with a jab, you miss on purpose. Turn into your cross, you fall a little bit short. Now this could be a punch or it could be a jab, and just stick your hand out to cover his vision, okay? So it's half step with a jab, a cross. I'm going to step offline. As I step offline, I bring my left foot across here, and I pull it out slightly, and then I come back with a cross. Okay, another little tip I forgot to mention is when I do it normal speed, you'll see jab, cross, and I will actually stick my hand out, okay? So I'll teach it with that in it. So I do a half step with a jab, a cross. As I step across, diagonally with my right leg, I stick my left hand out. Now, if he turns to throw punches at me, turns for a right cross, here, it's not going to connect fully because I've still got my hand here and I'm still safe and I can move off. If I don't stick my hand out, if I go jab, cross, and I step here and he throws his cross, there you go, it's going to hit me quite cleanly. So again, I do a half step with a jab, I do a cross, I step, bring my hand out. Even if he goes to punch, it doesn't matter. My leg comes here, I give it a little pull, off balance, I turn back in with a right of my own. One more time. So it's a half step with a jab, lean with a cross, step, stick my hand out. My weight is transferred onto my right leg, and all I do is I pull my left foot towards my right leg here, I pull it across, and then I turn straight back in and throw a right cross of my own. If you'd like to change stance, please. Left side. And again, left side forwards. So again, I do a half step with my jab, lean with my cross. From here, I step diagonally off center with my right leg, stick my left hand out. This can be either on his shoulder or to obscure his vision in front of his face. My left foot comes across, just so I want my instep, this bit here, just at the back of his heel so I can pull it across. Now, sometimes people will sweep boot to boot like that. That's fine if you're close in, you're both engaging. But there, he'll have too much weight on that front leg. So if I do this, I might cause a little bit of an injury to my knee. He's planted too much and it won't have any effect on him. So again, it's jab, cross, I step off here, hook in the foot. I pull it diagonally away from him. There, takes a step, and I turn back in as I step and throw it right of my own. And again, so it's half step with a jab, lean with a cross. I step diagonally off to my right, stick my left hand out, here, pull it towards my right leg, turn into face, and a cross of my own. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to do the same drill at normal speed. Okay, Drew, so you're here. Okay, stand still for me. And again, so for me it's there. Step, jab, cross, step, pull, straight away. And again. So I wouldn't throw it from standing still in front of him. I need to be moving. Constantly throwing techniques, slip in, roll in, throwing shots of my own. There, step, step, pull, and there. Okay? Other side, please. Again, I need to keep him guessing. There, bam, bam. There. And again, once more. There we go. Thank you. Side here. So that's jab, cross, inside sweep. Now we're going to demonstrate catching your opponent's round kick to the body, hitting them with the right cross or throwing the right cross, and then sweeping them, which is hopefully demoralizes your opponent, makes them not want to kick, may cause them a bit of embarrassment, and most of all, it scores you points, okay? So as I throw the kick, we're going to move off center, grab the kick, throw the right cross, sweep their back leg, and then we're going to turn, leave them in a heap on the floor, and walk away. One of my favorite techniques. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this twice on each side, then we'll do it normal speed. Joe said I'm allowed to sweep him. I don't really want to, but I will just do it once at the end, just so you can see how it's supposed to look. So we'll go through it slowly first, okay? So Joe's going to throw a rear leg round kick to me. Instead of me standing here and taking the full shot of that kick, okay, I'm going to feel it's going to hurt my ribs, I'm going to be sore. So now when he throws that kick, not yet, when he throws that kick, I'm going to take a diagonal step to my right side. And I'm going to, instead of just stepping across, I'm going to catch and I'm going to circle. So he takes the power out of that kick. So Joe throw that kick, there, I circle. I throw my right cross to his chin, and then I lift his leg, and I kick his back leg to take him down. And again, as he throws that kick, I circle, cross, kick that back leg. And again, to the side, nice and steady, as he goes to the kick, grab, circle, right cross, kicking that back leg. And again, circle, cross, kicking that back leg. Okay, so Joe's going to do it a little bit faster, a little bit harder with that kick. Okay, let's go. Circle, bang, bang, taking that kick, that leg, and again. Circle, bang, bang. And the other side. And again. Circle, bang, kick. And one more time. Circle, bang. Sorry, Joe, just the once. That was with permission, but that's what it's supposed to look like. So, catch the leg, cross, to a sweep. Now we're going to do a lead leg sweep counter for your opponent's side kicks. Again, if they're kicking waist height, it's too low. You're going to have to come over, you're going to have to move around to the side. If it's coming about shoulder height, head height, that's great, okay? So when you do your lead leg sweep, you're sideways on, you step your back foot up and you turn your toes outward slightly. You lean away, shrugging the shoulder, because you don't want to look down, go for the sweep and get kicked in the head, okay? So slide your back leg up, turn your toes out. Shoulders shrugged, you lean away. Your right leg comes out. Remember, they're coming onto you anyway. Right leg goes out, you hook at the back of their foot. Now you want this bit of the foot pad here, okay? Where your foot joins your shin bone, okay? Right in the crook of the joint just there. So again, you step up, lean away, hook at the back of their foot, and all you're doing as you hook the back of their foot, you're just pulling it off. Now they're already off balance. They're already on one leg hopping, so it doesn't take that much. So again, as they kick, you step, lean away, shrug this shoulder. Now make sure you're not like this, because the kick's gonna come up, it's gonna hit your head. As you step, shoulder comes up, head is down. Foot's gonna come over your shoulder there, nice and tight on top of you now. Hook that foot, put it through. Now for demonstration purposes, I will step and I will touch the leg, but I won't sweep him. Okay, so my opponent, Mark, is going to do a double or triple kick. It's gonna come to about shoulder height. Again, if it comes waist height, there's no point me trying to duck under, because as I duck down, he's going to kick me back off balance and he's going to come on top of me with different shots, okay? So, as he does the kick, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my back leg, shrug my shoulder, lean, bring him onto me. Now again, I'm not going to actually take his leg out from underneath him, as much as I'd like to. This is for demonstration purposes and Mark's my friend. So, as he comes, I will step and I will just touch his back leg. We already know how to do the sweep, just stand still for me, please. We already know how to do the sweep. You step here and you hook that leg, okay? He's coming forwards on one leg. He's actually hopping and shuffling, so he's not very balanced anyway, so it doesn't take much to take that back foot out. Okay, so Mark's going to attack again. Bam, there we go. And again, kick me with the kick. Bam, there we go, good. As he comes at me, bam, just touch that back leg. I must step into close distance, lean away, bring him onto me. Again, as he comes in, step, bam, just underneath. And again, as he comes, step, bam. It's really quick step. Again, bam, bam. There we go. Okay, let's see it from the other side, please. And again, we'll do slow again first so you can see it. So as he comes at me, I step, touch that back leg. Now I need to be leaning away. If I don't lean away, the kick will get me in the head. So as I step, I lean away. This gives me more purchase on that foot. I can get more momentum into that sweep, okay? And again, when he comes at me, step, bam, just touch that back leg. Okay. There we go. And one more. There we go. Oh, thank you very much. And there you have it, a lead leg sweep counter to your opponent's side kick. Okay, so the next drill is going to be a reverse sweep for attacking side kick. Okay, so a few people have asked me, how do you do a reverse sweep? If you can do a spinning hook kick, you can do a reverse sweep. So, spinning hook kick. Spinning hook kick to the body. Reverse sweep, exactly the same, turn, and your foot goes close to the floor. It's almost like you're trying to draw a semicircle on the floor with your big toe. So it drags along the floor. So when your opponent's coming at you, as they hop in, they're on one leg, they're off balance, doesn't take much, foot comes through, it's nice and low, boot to boot, takes their back leg out. So for this, we both need to be opposite stance. So I'm going to be left stance, Mark's going to be right stance. As he does these kicks, again, it needs to be shoulder or head height. For me to get him to kick to my head height, I'm going to put my arm down. So there's no target to my body, there's nothing you can score on my body. If he comes to my body, I'm going to throw a shot back. So he's going to come up to my head. As he comes to my head, I'm going to turn and lean away. Now, because he's been very aggressive, his foot's going to come just over my shoulder. I know he's in range. I lean away. My head goes down, almost down to like I'm looking at the floor. I turn, look over my shoulder, I keep my shoulder up. I turn and touch his back leg. And again, I'm not going to follow through with a sweep on this. This is just for demonstration purposes. So Mark's going to attack. I duck down and lean straight away. There you go. So now he's on top of it, he's nice and close. I turn, bang, and I'm going to take his back leg out. Now when I do it, I need to do the sweep full power. So even if I miss, I'm recovered and I can either move out or I can come back and attack him with something. And again, as he comes at me, I turn, lean, bang, take that back leg out straight away. And again, as he comes at me, turn, lean, take that back leg out. And from the opposite stance, same again. He comes to attack me, I turn, lean away. Okay, great control. And again, as he comes at me, turn, lean, take that back leg out. And again, once more. There we go. Great stuff. Okay, so thank you, Mark. That's your reverse sweep counter for an attacking side kick, shoulder or head height.
So here we are, technique, here it comes. Now, what we're going to look at here is we're going to presuppose that we're fighting a really good kicker. And you get this quite a lot in light continuous, where you got these people just firing legs at you and they're impossible to get through. Unless you chop their back leg or their front leg quickly enough, get them on their butts, they're not going to want to let chamber and lift that knee up quite often if they're going to get put down every time. So let me show you a little trick that I've used over the years. I'm going to move in as loud. If you just lift your left leg up now, I'm going to do this in slow motion. As he's there, I'm going to shoot through and I'm going to chop his back leg. At the same time, I use my right arm to push him down. So I'll demonstrate a couple of times slowly. I'm going to start in left stance, which is what most of us fight in. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to fake him a couple of times. As I fake, he's going to twitch that lead leg. You can tell if it's a boxer or kicker. If they don't twitch the lead leg, they're going to punch you. So only do it when they're twitching the leg. As he lifts the leg, I shoot in, I go low, get nice tread into the ground, and then shoot through and take the back leg out. So this can only work if they're lifting the leg. If they're not lifting the leg, you have to think about something else. But watch this. I'm going to fake my way in a couple of times. As he's there, move in, chop, and they go straight down. Good. So we're going to try that again. This time I'm not going to sweep. I'm just going to put it into slow motion. I'm going to pounce, then chop. Even there, I'm grabbing the leg, I'm holding the body, I'm twisting, especially when they're heavy. I mean, you've got about 8 kilos on me, but nevertheless, if you move in quickly enough and you chop it down, it works. You've got to understand with this sweep as well, the main kicking angle comes from here to here. So you've got to get it just where the ankle meets the foot, and you've got to rotate it fully, almost like you're volleying a football, but you're taking someone down instead. You ready to go again? You sure? You need a head guard for this? Okay, so I'm going to fake my way in and then shoot in, and they go straight down. It's as easy as that. Us. So that was variation number 1. We had a look at the inside left leg sweep. We're now going to hack the back of the front leg. And this is about you being tucked up, me moving in here. I almost go square on with my right leg. My right leg goes parallel to his left leg. I bring my left leg through and I hack through his target. So I come through and I hack through. What's quite important as well is what my hands do. So my left hand goes to his right shoulder, my right hand goes to his left hip. So what I do is I'm already getting the head being such a heavy object. Once it leans back, you move in here and then hack and sweep. So there are 3 main components we need to get here. The connection of the left hand on the shoulder, the right hand on the hip, and then as I step into the left leg, I lift the left leg high, hack and sweep. That's it. The one thing about this sweep actually, go to the other side. You can sweep me, so you're going to step in, you're going to place a hand here, here, and sweep. Go for it. Perfect. Excellent. So as they go in for the sweep, quite often, as they go for the sweep, there's one moment where they're quite vulnerable. Evidently not every time though, is it? So as you move in, I drag to bring you through. So this can work. So, Lau, you're going to go on this side now, and you're going to try the sweep, and I'm going to try and counter you. Every now and then you have a split second's notice of what's going to happen to you, especially if maybe they've done this sweep already on you. So as you move in, I can see it, I sense it. As he lifts the leg, I'm going to keep my leg sturdy on the ground, but I'm going to twist it round. So I want you to go at real time and real pace. If it works, it works. It doesn't always work, but it usually works. So give it a go. Off you go. Good. There you go. I even made eye contact with the camera that time. That was even better. Good. Now do it properly. Push. So as he comes in, I'm going to step in and drag him down. Now it doesn't always work. You okay? Yes. Doesn't always work, but it can work. So let's go back to position. So I'm going to sweep you now. You have to let me sweep. We're going back to the other side. So we're here. Quite often you can make your way in with a punch. So you shoot in with a punch. They're already busy doing something else. Your hands get closer to them, and then you take the sweep. Again, all of these things work initially with practice and not when you're doing competitive sparring, or don't go and do this in a tournament. Practice this 10,000 times in your home base, in the gym. Practice it with people when you're doing light touch sparring, friendly sparring, and just put the sweeps in together. Bit by bit, it just becomes smooth. Bit by bit. It's all about practice. So that's the hack of the front leg. That's the hack of the front leg. And there's one more sweep I'll teach you in a minute.